So let me show you guys kind of what I'm working with here and how I realized sansui makes a very nice product, very well documented in terms of service and what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. However, it's also extremely stupid and ridiculous how this thing is put together. So it is a Sansui 929 turntable direct drive, and in its day it was a very high-end turntable. And designed to be a high-end turntable. You see the SR929, and I'm doing it down here on the carpet just because it's a good sort of place to do this. But anyway, this bottom piece has to come off to get to the electronics underneath, and specifically to get to the speed adjusters. You can go through the top here. Let me shine a little light on that. You can see 3345 to adjust for the speed, to kind of set the speed at what it needs to be, which this turntable needs to have that happen. However, something is wrong with both of them and they don't want to turn. So I've got to take off this bottom plate. And the only way to take off this bottom plate is to remove these 3 large screws, and then there are 5 screws around the perimeter that have to come out. And then here's where the stupid part happens, is you have to take off the tone arm, because this is the bottom of the tone arm, and here's the cable coming off of it. And unfortunately, that goes across this plate. So if you want to remove the plate, you have to take the tone arm off. And unfortunately, everything is soldered to the output jacks. So you have to desolder all of that, then completely remove the tone arm just to be able to get this bottom plate off, just to be able to adjust the speed. And truth be told, I had already had this thing off once already, because when I got it, its major flaw was that it lacked a power cord. And I replaced and put a new power cord on it. So that's fixed and ready to go. But then when I started it up, I realized after having got it all back together that the speed was non-adjustable. I tried to put a record on and it just sounded way too fast and running way too quick, even with the quartz lock enabled. And you can adjust the quartz lock as well. But anyway, it's kind of a stupid design how they make this. You got to fully remove the tone arm. It's just goofy as hell. Not only do you have to fully remove the tone arm, you also have to fully disconnect the outputs to the tone arm. It's just god awful. You know what I mean?